All right, let's see what we got here. We've got the budget revolver, flare gun, table tech shotgun. Okay, table tech shotgun is interesting. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Today we're going to be doing another paradox run. Let's just go ahead and kill these guys like so. Nice. We're doing another paradox run. As you may have seen, we've got the flare gun, budget revolver. Not too bad. We got the flare gun, and we have a table tech. Table tech, I mean, it's okay, as you can see. I mean, it does good damage, right? However, it's nothing game breaking. Not that we're looking for game breaking things, but I mean, we are looking for, you know, good items here. And unfortunately, table tech, it's okay. It's okay. It's not really the best, but we got another paradox run here. You know, ooh, a Gungeon. That's interesting. Per usual, just doing another paradox run for the sake of the just for the sake of it being random, you know, because why not? Paradox runs, in my opinion, are always fun. I believe this is a chest room. Let's check it out. Ooh, that is amazing. Any secret rooms, please? No secret room. I'm hoping that we get a secret room with the key drop. If not, I'm hoping that we at least get a key drop out of just pure chance, because that will be honestly, that'd be awesome. A tier chest on floor 1 is pretty good get, not gonna lie. Very lucky, very lucky. There is a potential for there to be a secret room there, but I'm gonna wait until we find our second chest room, and then we'll go from there. We'll see how we look. This room is a little dicey. There we go. Nothing we can't handle though. Very nice. Let's deal with these barrels before we move up. Cool. Yeah, just wanted to go ahead and run a little paradox run here. I feel like, I'm not sure if from this point on we're gonna only run paradox runs. I don't really see that being a thing. I feel like from time to time I'm definitely gonna use other characters, but as it stands now, I've been really enjoying my runs on the paradox, and I feel like they've been very fun, in my opinion. I feel like the paradox has been extremely nice to us, and in terms of like rewards and whatnot, and starting, I'm not gonna lie, starting weapon and starting passive, I don't feel like they've been the greatest as of late, but I feel like they've been relatively fun, in my opinion. So I'll go ahead and take what we've got in here. And at the end of the day, I feel like it's been good vibes. Is this something that we're looking to do here? I don't believe so, honestly. This is a pretty expensive challenge to do. I do believe that we can get a good amount of the heads destroyed in that mini game to get us at least an A tier chest. I don't know, actually. I don't know if we'd get an S tier chest. Considering the pattern. Oh my god, no secret room. Okay, because we haven't found a secret room yet, that is a little dicey. Only because we haven't gotten any key drops either. So there is a very high chance that we may not be able to open up that chest, the A tier chest, which would be absolutely tragic because, I mean, come on, you know? Yikes. Okay, yeah, let's just go ahead and see. Let's fight our boss, and let's hope that our boss drops us some keys. Ooh, Gatling goal with a ton of pillars. I like it. Oh, he was a little broken there. Let's try our best to outmaneuver this guy. We have a ton of pillars, so there should be no reason why we get hit here. Let's see here. He wants to keep his distance. Let's just make sure we continue shooting him with the flare gun here, just so that we can maintain the fire on him. Nice. Good jukes. Yeah, we want to make sure we want to maintain the burn that we got here as much as possible on him. And then obviously just juke out as much as we can as well without getting hit. Very nice. He wants to go and jump onto us. Very cool. And like I said, just continue juking with the pillars. No need to play too crazy here. Now he's going to shoot rockets. If we do enough damage, hopefully... Oof, a little dicey. The red marker kind of blended in a little bit with the carpet there, so that was a little tough to see. But luckily for us, we did not get hit, so we will take it. No key either. Minecutter is a very good get though. Unfortunately for us, we weren't able to get under the key. Let's go ahead and see if we can find a secret room here. No secret room. Our last bet is the shop, and I don't believe there should be one here, in my opinion. The only other place is if it's up here, and there doesn't seem to be. Dang, this is a little unfortunate. Let's go ahead and check maybe Winchester, or I'm not sure. His name's not Winchester, is it? This guy? There could be one up here. Maybe off to the side as well. Give me a second while I try to find this, because there is a possibility, by the way, that there is no secret room. That is something that is also a possibility, but yikes. Yeah, I don't really foresee us having the abilities to find a secret room, unfortunately, guys. Dang. The only other place that I can think of is here. Point blank there. Nah. Honestly, you really hate to see it. You really hate to see it. And I know what you're thinking. Why didn't I just, you know, open that? Why didn't I mean it has the ability to give me something really good. It's an A tier chest, you get an A tier item. Like, why wouldn't you want to open that, right? But we honestly cannot afford to, because we didn't get any key drops, unfortunately. So we only were able to use the last 2 keys that we had right here to open up the oubliette. And I believe it is more valuable to go down to the oubliette than it is to get an A tier item. Don't get me wrong, right? Like, I understand why you would want the A tier chest, like 110%. I get it. It sounds amazing. Like, you get a really good item, you could get a really good weapon, you could get a game-changing item and weapon for that matter too. But I feel like at the end of the day, it is more valuable to come down to the oubliette than it is to get a singular A tier chest. Only because I feel like, you know, you get the old crest here in the oubliette. So if you get the old crest, you have a chance to go down to the Abbey, which is a second secret floor here. In my opinion, I feel like it's just all around better. You're gonna get much more rewards. They'll equate up to, you know, an A tier reward with the weapons and the passives that you get along the floors. In my personal opinion, you get more. A little unfortunate. I have a bad habit of doing that. I have a bad habit of just walking into a room and getting hit. That's on me. But as I was saying before, I believe that you just get all around more rewards. You get more weapons. You get more money. You get more chances for rewards. Like, in my opinion, I just feel like it's just all around better. I feel like the net that you get from it is just extremely invaluable, in my personal opinion. And it's going to definitely be a lot better than just getting a singular item right there, which is, like I said, it's completely unfortunate. Like, don't get me wrong, it absolutely sucks knowing that we're not going to be able to get that chest. Like, I'd love to be able to get every single chest possible. I'd love to be able to get every single reward possible, but sometimes the game just sometimes does not give you what you want, and you know, we gotta accept that. We gotta cut our losses, and our loss at that one time for the last 4 was cutting off the A tier chest, unfortunately. And another thing to look out too, which is another unfortunate scenario, is we unfortunately are locked behind the crest with a key, so we're gonna have to use another key to open that up. And if we don't get any key drops in this floor, then we're gonna have to buy the 1 key from the shop, and we're gonna have another scenario where we're not gonna be able to open up any more chests, which is honestly so unfortunate. I mean, like, if this is gonna be a recurring theme on this run, it's gonna be a little dicey. You know, we're gonna be a little dicey. But I mean, at the end of the day, we're gonna try our best to still maneuver through this floor as much as we can. A blank isn't too bad, but it's not what we're looking for, unfortunately. Like I said before, we are going to buy that key. Ooh, table tech money is interesting. It is very expensive. Table tech money is very expensive, and considering all things considered too, we are going to make our way to the second floor with a decent amount of money. I don't think we're going to be making it with a ton of it, if I'm being completely honest here, because we are at the moment at 50. Obviously, we haven't done the boss. We haven't completed the entire floor yet, but I'm not really too sure how we're going to be looking here, if I'm being completely honest. I don't feel like we're going to be doing crazy amounts, getting crazy amounts of money. I could honestly, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking right now, because I feel like if we could afford the table tech money now, and I feel like it will pay dividends. This is a really small floor too. It could potentially pay dividends. We could potentially have enough for nod key. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna flip every table, get money for it, and we will go from there. So I'll probably cut until then. but I will see you guys when I am done. Okay, so I managed to flip every table, and now as you can see, we didn't get a ton of money out of that, but I mean, it's okay. It's okay. We got enough. We got enough. And as much as I would like to open up these chests, unfortunately for us, like I said before, we are paywalled behind the crest, so we're gonna have to save our one key. We're gonna hope that Bloblord is nice to us and actually spares us a key here. Let's just go ahead and interchange between the flare gun and the mine cutter here, just so that way we can get some chip with setting him on fire, and then we will continue to use. All right, nice. Had to lock in a little bit right there. Nice, good jukes though, good jukes. Unfortunately, like I said, we're not getting too crazy rewards here, so it is a little unfortunate, but I mean, like I said, sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches. Sometimes the game pays out, sometimes it doesn't. Unfortunately, I'm missing my shots here, but we should still be fine here to pull off a win. Make sure we set him on fire, get a little bit of chip on that. Load up our weapons, wait for him to come back up. He's down below half, so we should come up with a dub here. As long as we just interchange between weapons and don't get hit. At the end of the day, like, as long as we still play well, I feel like we should be fine. Playing well, like I said, just not getting hit and just doing all around good. Like, if nothing else, like, we know for a fact, because we are not getting hit, we're getting a ton of, like, oh my god, it's thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now we got 3 keys. We're gonna go and open up everything. I believe the run is about to start kicking off, boys. Lock in, boys. We made it. We made it. Ghost bullets are pretty decent. And let's see, what do we have here for our beats here? Heroin? I mean, it's okay. We can use it for our choice of weapon against ads on this next floor, just so that we can kind of clear up rooms relatively easily without having to worry about getting hit. Mine cutter at the end of the day is still good. Crestfaller, I feel like I'm going to use Crestfaller. Let's go ahead and load up heroin first. And then, yeah, we'll shoot this shot first, and then we'll shoot over to the crest. Especially against this guy as well. All right, cool. Remember, we have table tech money, so it's actually good for us to actually flip every single table. We want to see rooms with tables, by the way. Remember, we want to see the rooms with tables. We don't want, we want to make sure that we can afford the nod key here. A lot of lead maidens here. Not really a big fan of them either. Lead maidens are probably the scariest enemy to deal with when you're down here on floor 2, only because their shots take up majority of the screen. They do a lot of damage, and I mean not even just do a lot of damage, but remember, they do damage like relatively easily. I feel like, and at least for me, in my case, I feel like, in my personal opinion, I feel like they do a lot of damage. And oh, is there a secret room here potentially? There is. Okay, so we're gonna absolutely blank here. It doesn't really matter. Let's do it down the middle here. Nice. Okay, so we were able to get a chest out of that as well. Let's make sure we check for mimics, and we get another key. Beautiful. Unfortunately for us, we did not get anything out of that. Let's check for a mimic here. Nothing there. And we get a snowballer. Snowballer is interesting. Not really what we're looking for, though, unfortunately. But, I mean, it does get it out of the rotation, so I guess it's not too bad. Let's go ahead and check our shop here first, because the altar room could be attached to the shop if we're lucky. We are not, unfortunately. Let's just go ahead and deal with all of these enemies as quickly as possible. Damn, you honestly hate to see that, man. I would have probably gotten hit regardless. Dang, man. Really unfortunate. Really unfortunate. I should have dealt with them so much sooner. Unfortunately for me, I am just bad at the game. Oh, that's really bad. You hate to see that, man. At least now, okay, so now what we're gonna hope for is to just basically try to go down to the raft floor. You hate to see that, man. I really hate losing the crest. You know, losing the Abbey. Losing the ability to go down to the Abbey is just heartbreaking. Honestly, it really is. Sorry about that. Damn, but it's just unfortunate, man. You honestly hate to see it. Honestly, my fault right there. Oh my god, table tech slow-mo is not ideal in my opinion. I am not a big fan of it. But yeah, what sucks here is that I should have just played better. I should have used mine cutter in my opinion. That's honestly just poor weapon choice on my part. I'm using a slow rate of fire weapon. I was honestly using this one only because it does set enemies you know, to slow down with their movements. It allows you to kind of deal with them a little easier. And unfortunately for me, I got hit in one room that just, I should not have gotten hit, if I'm being completely honest. I shouldn't have gotten hit right there, and that's just bad playstyle on my part. Bad playstyle. But I mean, we move, we continue, we move on, and hopefully we can, you know, still pull out a dub with this. If nothing else, you hate to see it, but I mean, what can you do? What can you do? Let's go ahead and fill up Mine Cutter here. We're going to go ahead and use that for the boss and just interchange between the two. And let's hope, like I said, let's hope that we can get more tables here so we can open them up. But yeah, oh my god, not that floor. Honestly, what it was about that floor as well, it was probably the fact that the floor too. The floor definitely messed with me. I didn't want to change. I didn't want to mess with the floor. The floor was probably the biggest issue for me, in my opinion, right there. It was just the fact that, you know, like I didn't want to have to mess with I didn't want to have to mess with the traps and whatnot. Like right here, for instance, too. Like if I can avoid walking over them, perfect. But sometimes you just get hit, man. You can't really do anything about it, you know. Can't really do anything about it. It happens, you know. The best of them get hit as well. So, you know, it's not always going to be a perfect run, but what can you do? What can you do? Let's go up and fill up the flare gun here and change to the Mine Cutter. I don't believe we're gonna have enough, by the way, to... Ooh, okay, Scattershot is actually pretty good here. I actually really enjoy using Scattershot. As I was saying before, though, I don't believe we're gonna have enough to actually buy the Nod Key now. I mean, we can definitely hope. We can definitely hope. But as it stands now, it does not seem like it, boys. Let's try to... We have to play as close, a little bit close to him. Only because we Scattershot, we do want to get as much DPS off as possible. And the only way we're going to be doing that is if we do play close. Let's just try to juke out the missiles as best as we can here. And we should still come out with the dub, honestly. Nice, huge. We dealt with the missiles really, really well there. And came out on top. But it doesn't look like we're going to have enough money to actually buy the... Oh god, yeah, we're not gonna have enough money to actually buy the Nod Key, unfortunately. Yeah, honestly hate to see it, but I mean, what else can you do, right? Yeah, hate to see that. Damn, I'm 0 for 2 now. 0 for 3, huh? Missed out on the A tier chest, missed out on the A tier chest, missed out on the Abbey, missed out on floor 3. Yeah, kind of a bad run for us here, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. I'm not really playing that well, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and also blank. Should we blank the shop? Nah, there's no way there could be a secret room in there. We've already found one secret room. We are unable to go down to the Abbey, so we're going to have to go down normally through the elevator, unfortunately. But it is what it is. You know, sometimes you're going to have runs where you're not going to be doing amazing, and I feel like this is just one of them. You know, unfortunately for us, we are going to get hit at times, and unfortunately, this is just one of those runs. But at the end of the day, it should still be a good solid run. I mean, we have Scattershot. Scattershot is, even though it doesn't like inherently give you a DPS upgrade, at the end of the day, it still gives you, I feel like, in my personal opinion, some form of damage upgrades, because you're shooting more, right? You're shooting more and more bullets. So, I mean, come on, like that has to account for something. I mean, it has to. I mean, look at this. You're going to be one-shotting some enemies at one point. So, yeah, Scattershot, in my opinion, pretty good. Pretty good passive item for us here. Let's go ahead and use... I mean, we could just use Snowball or just kind of get the ammo out of there, you know? Just use something else so we're not using the Crestfaller. We don't necessarily have to use a Crestfaller. Now that we have more shots to shoot as well, it's actually a lot better. I'm not going to lie. Ooh. Very nice, very nice. But... I mean, even though, you know, we're going to miss out on a couple of floors, I feel like we should still, at the end of the day, come out with the dub. So long as we play well. I mean, obviously, you know, that's something that we're looking for here. We need to play well in order to get down to these floors. Or just progress without having to, you know, lose. Oh, wow, we got a random little key drop right there. I didn't even hear the pop-up for it. It just kind of spawned in front of us. Oof, 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 oof. Little dicey, almost completely walked into that. I need to relax. You know, there are moments where I'm like, there are a ton of moments where I need to be careful, and you know, I feel like it definitely plays. I'm not sure what the quest was there, but I'm gonna assume that I need to not get hit and or not dodge roll. Those are pretty much the majority of those. That's the majority of, oh my goodness, of his challenges. If he doesn't give you a weapon to use, like a nail gun, which is like pretty standard for him to give you to clear a room with, it's going to be either not to dodge roll or not to take damage. So sometimes I don't read it, and I feel like I do pretty well without it. Just gotta, you know, remember sometimes what the challenges are, and those are it. So luckily for us, we were still able to come out on top with that challenge, and we got chaos bullets out of it too. Chaos bullets I feel like are pretty good. Chaos bullets are an amazing passive, so I will take that any day of the week. And honestly, we are looking to wrap up this floor relatively quickly. I feel like we're doing pretty well. Mauser's pretty good. Let's go ahead and buy the meat bun and eat it immediately, even though we're not going to be even though we're not obviously low on HP. It's always good to use the meat bun, in my opinion, only because meat bun does give you a damage up, and that damage up, it leaves when you get hit. So in my opinion, I like using it immediately just to kind of get that damage going, and then you know, just play best. We play well, just so that way we don't have to worry about losing that. But sometimes it happens, sometimes you get hit. It is what it is. And we're gonna try our best to not get hit, though. That's kind of what we're going for here. And I don't mind using the flare gun here because the flare gun does pretty decent damage, sets enemies on fire, so I don't really mind it all too much actually. And we do also have scatter shot here too, so I have no problem using that. As you can see here, we cleared the room with relative ease. Got to make sure we deal with that last shot. Very nice. The flare gun, holy, doing pretty good damage, not gonna lie. Nice, look at that. Technically one-shotted him because of the dot damage too with the fire. And let's see here. Go ahead and play up here. We don't have to play too crazy. These guys we should deal with relative ease as well. Awesome. Very, very well done. Ooh, we got our chest back. Okay, let's go ahead and shoot that in case it's a mimic. Star Pew. I actually really like Star Pew. I think Star Pew is an amazing gun, and we have Scattershot too. Let's see, how does this work? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, all right. I think we found our damage for our boss fight. Let's go ahead and clear up the remainder of this floor, and then we're gonna go ahead and head on in there. Let's use the flare gun for now, just to clear up these rooms, and then we should be good. Unfortunately for us, we were not able to get that shot off on him before he went down, so now we aren't going to be able to get that chip. Another one as well here. Nice. We still came out on top, though. I don't know if it's Mimic, but I don't mind opening it. Honeycomb, it's okay. I believe it just shoots out bees when you get hit. Unfortunately, we are not looking to get hit here, but it is okay. Yo, Scattershot with the table tech Scattershot is actually kind of nutty. You kidding me? Unfortunately for us, all of the tables do they do turn over all at once because of table tech money, but that's not too bad. I actually kind of like that synergy. It's not too bad. We have 3 table techs, by the way. Let's just talk about that. We have 3 table techs, which is kind of nutty. We are getting a ton of money out of this too, so it's not too bad. Let's see. Have any more enemies to spawn? Let's go ahead and deal with him. No, we're all good. And last chest room. What do we got? D-tier chest. I'll take it. Spring heel boots. Synergize with flare gun. Nice. So now we do poison shots. I believe we stack poison now. We stack poison along with fire. So that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and use Star Pew, and then we'll switch to our flare gun. Okay. We have a ton of blanks here. We have 2 blanks, so we should be good. Honestly, the damage here should be insane. Let's go ahead and blank here, just so that we can get down here, because he was being a little cheeky with his pathing, in my opinion. And Star Pew should make light work of him. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Honestly, not bad. We don't have like crazy. We don't have crazy amounts of damage, you know, passives. We don't have insane stuff here, but I feel like we have like, we're doing relatively well, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and check if there is a secret room here. No secret room. So we will blank the shop and then head on down to the next floor. No secret room. Okay, so unfortunately no dice, but again, we're not going to be able to go down to the rat lair either. So we're just going to go normal run. This is honestly, yeah, just a normal run. The only time we were able to get a secret room was the oubliette. I don't know if we're going to want to go to the RNG department. We have the means to go down to it, honestly, but at the end of the day, it's not really necessary. I mean, we could, realistically speaking, if we wanted to. but it's just not. It's not necessary. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We'll think about it. Honestly, we'll think about it. We could honestly. It'd be cake. It'd be cake to go down there. But are we really willing to go down is a question. You know what I mean? Let's see. I don't like how these enemies take a while to spawn, by the way, the next waves. And I believe that comes from Table Tech Blank, or the Table Tech, if I'm not mistaken. But the flare gun is doing, honestly, amazing damage. Amazing damage. Like we're kind of breezing through these. Yeah, look at this. What do we want to fill up? Star Pew? Nah, we'll do the flare gun only because we are using it for the ads at the moment. So I have no issues using that there. Any secret room? A lot of these secret rooms, by the way, I'd like to mention, we haven't gotten a single secret room that has been attached to our chest room, if you've noticed. That's actually kind of rare. I'm used to a majority of my chest rooms being attached to my chests. So the fact that it's not is a little crazy, if I'm being completely honest here. But I guess it's the first time for everything, right? This run is definitely displaying a lot of firsts. No Oubliette, or sorry, no Abby, no Rafflor, no key drops. I thought a lot of key drops haven't been spawning. They spawned a little late on the run. I would have appreciated at least one key drop on floor 1. Like I said, you cannot. Beggars can be choosers, but it is what it is. Sometimes the floor is going to give it to you. Sometimes it won't, but it's all good. It's all good. We're still going to, try our best to come out with the dub on top. And as long as, like I said, we don't get hit, we should be good to maintain this damage that we have here. We want to make sure that we maintain as much of it as possible by not getting hit. And I feel like we've been doing relatively well, in my opinion. Just got to keep playing well, and that's all there is to it. Make sure we stop him from spawning that, and we move. What else we got here? Ooh, okay, cool. We are done now, by the way, with Frightful's challenges. So now we get random challenges from him, and we do need to hunt 20 of those heads that we just took care of. So that's 1 down, 19 more to go. From this point on, he isn't going to give us any more rewards or unlocks. From this point on, he's only going to give us hegemony credits. So not too bad, not too bad. We can always use more of those, The payments for using, or rather the charge for using the paradox here is 7 credits. So if we can complete those challenges, always good to stack up. Not that I really need them at this point, but always good to still stack them up. And yeah, I mean, the run not doing too bad in my opinion. Doing okay. As long as we continue to just play well, we should just be fine to come out with the dub here. A lot of these rooms are being lit up with the flare gun, which is actually pretty funny. I'm not even gonna lie. But we should be able to deal with this guy with the relative ease. Beautiful, beautiful. And who do we got here? Yeah, Scattershot I feel like was probably the best thing that happened to this run so far. Just the amount of damage that it outputs is honestly pretty good in my opinion. Better than I feel like some passive items that you would receive. So honestly, I'll take that. This chest, interesting. I mean, I think I'm gonna open it only because I do have 2 keys. So we have now officially seen both of our chest rooms, and one is a C tier chest and the other is a D tier chest. So because we have found both of them and I do have the keys to spare, I have no issues using my keys there. And maybe, who knows, maybe I'll find another key drop here. I will be able to afford another one here as well if he has one for sale, and he does. So I might honestly just buy that. We're gonna go ahead and blank here because it just feels like there's a secret room in there. Another key, very nice. So I didn't even have to buy the key at the end of the day, but I'm still gonna buy it because I feel like it's always good to just stack up on keys when you've got more floors to take care of. Not really a big fan of that weapon, but I mean, we'll take it just because. We're gonna open up this other chest as well. Ooh, the cigarettes. Okay. We don't really want to use cigarettes at the moment. Cigarettes do increase your coolness, and the coolness is a hidden ability, hidden passive ability, not even ability, hidden passive that essentially lowers the active cooldown of your active item. And oof, okay, we could buy the weird egg, but we have cigarettes at the moment. And the reason, like I said, we aren't going to be using the cigarettes at the moment is because we still have the meat button active. So we want to make sure that we save that for now. We should make light work of these guys as well. Ooh, okay, a little delayed on their hits there. Yeah, we should make light work of these guys, considering we have Star Pew. I'm not sure why their attacks are a little delayed, but hey, I'll take it. Like I said, hey, we don't have crazy damage. The only thing we have going for us at the moment is Meat Bun, and I mean, hey, that's honestly not too bad. Deckard, I'll take it. We'll go ahead and blank here in case there's a second secret room. Anything else that we should know of? The weird egg would be interesting. We could honestly spawn. If you put a weird egg in a fire, it'll spawn the advanced dragon. But I don't really feel like doing that. I mean, we could do it. I mean, this has been a pretty normal run, so why don't we just continue on? The only thing that hasn't been normal is us going to the oubliette. Oh, we could have gone to the RNG department. Okay, well, I completely forgot about that. But it's all right. It's all right. It happens. It happens. I mean, like I said, this has just been a normal, completely normal run, like run of the mill run, honestly. And I'm kind of all here for it. I mean, it's been a while since I've done like just like a standard like run that hasn't really. Oh my god, this guy is really tanky. I think the flare gun is beginning to fall off, boys. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Actually, it's probably just the fact that he cannot. Yeah, it's probably just the fact that he can't take dot damage. Star Pew is good at the moment, so let's continue using this. Let's continue using the flare gun here. Make sure we juke this out. Okay, nice. Had to lock in a little bit right there. I didn't want to get hit. We don't have wrap boots or the ability to fly, so we got to make sure that we play well. Still, you know, we still don't want to get hit, so we gotta play well. We gotta play well here. Yeah, the flare gun is doing honestly immense damage here for us. Let's go ahead and stand behind this pillar, so that way this guy doesn't have too much range of the floor. We should just be able to light him up. Huge. Another key drop. I'll take it. I will take that. But yeah, as we're wrapping up floor 5 here, honestly, the run, despite all things considered, I feel like this run 100% could have gone the distance. I feel like it would have been amazing of a run. But unfortunately for us, some things, they just don't work out, you know? Like, you get hit randomly, like, you lose the crest. You're not always going to be able to go down to the raft floor. You're not always going to be able to go down to the oubliette. You're not going to always have the ability to go down to the abbey. There's always a factor, I feel like, that can play into you not doing certain things in a run. And I feel like that's perfectly fine. Like, it happens, you know. Like, I feel like I'm so used to going down to the oubliette. I'm so used to going down to oof. Okay, I don't know if I got hit there. I don't think I did. I think I blanked just in time before I got hit. But yeah, before I got rudely interrupted by a hammer. Oh, and they gave us back our blank. How nice of them. Before I got rudely interrupted, sometimes, you know, you're not always going to be going down to those secret floors, and that's okay. You know, that's perfectly fine. Like, it happens, and I'm just honestly kind of used to it. Like, like, if I'm being completely honest, I have this bad habit of always trying to play well to go there. And I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I feel like I've said it before in my other videos. It is always worth to go down to those floors. You know, you always want to go to the oubliette. You always want to go to the abbey. You always want to go to the raft floor, to the RNG department, only because I feel like you get more items, and I feel like it just pays for itself, in my opinion. And you know, it is warranted. It is better to do so, but sometimes it's just not going to happen, you know. Sometimes you won't be as lucky, you won't be as fortunate, and I feel like this is just one of those runs for me. And honestly, I'm all for, like, because I feel like we're still going to be able to pull out a dub at the end of the day, so why not, right? Why not? And I'm still going to try my best to beat Chamber 6 as well, so you know, we got that going for us as well. Let's go ahead and check this. No mimic. Any secret room? Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. And we have another secret room. Actually, we have enough to open up both. So let's go ahead and open this up just so we get it out of the way now. Orange. Okay, I will take orange over the cigarettes because I believe we didn't get hit. I'm going to go off a limb and say that we didn't get hit. We actually just blocked it with our blank. And because of that reasoning, okay, let's play up here just in case his shots go through. Yep, his shots are going through, unfortunately. And Star Pew, light work, baby. Yeah, I believe we still have Meat Bun passive. Like, that was very quickly done. And chest is over here. Smoke bombs. Okay, okay. We're gonna take smoke bombs because we need to steal 3 more items. If we steal 3 more items from the shop, we have the ability to get an achievement. We still need to unlock the skeleton key, so I still need to steal a little bit more. I unfortunately need to steal a little bit more. I don't really like stealing items from the shop, but I mean, unfortunately, here we are, right? Oh my goodness. We have spring heel boots, so it's not too bad to have to dodge here. Nice. Huge, 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 huge. Vampire, I'm not really looking to utilize the vampire at the moment. I feel like not really necessary, in my opinion. All right, just had to lock in a little bit right there, only because I feel like this room is a little scary. Whenever they have those cubes, they kind of psych me out a little bit, and they make me play a little more safer than I need to, but just standard stuff, just play well, honestly. And I feel like we should absolutely clear up the remainder of this floor, only to get the money. I feel like it'd be worth it. AC 15. Okay, I'll take it. And okay, so this could be a little problematic because there is an animation to open up these chests, and I feel like it could get us hit. I think what I do is I dodge here. All right, we wait for that. Damn. All right, not exactly how I wanted it to play out, but yeah, not exactly how I wanted it to play out, but it's okay. The rat cannot take those items, by the way, because they are... Oh, wait, I'm a liar. He can't take them. I'm a liar. He absolutely can't take them. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind him taking that blank because I need to steal. I need to steal something from here. Let's go ahead and do this. And I don't think I can make it in time. Nah. Was not able to make it back in time, but that's okay. I did get 1 stolen item, so that's okay. That's huge for us. I don't want the Vorpal gun. I don't want the Colt 45. So let's just go ahead and move in. Dragon should be light work here, because we do have Star Pew. And as long as we play as close as possible, we did lose our meat bun passive. So unfortunately for us, we are not going to be doing all that well in terms of damage. But Star Pew still honestly shines very, very bright in my opinion. Especially since we have Scatter Shot too. Just having to triple the amount of shots that we're doing with Star Pew is kind of nuts because it already has a ton of shots that it shoots. As long as we just, maintain our dodges, we should be fine. Let's see, what do we want to use here for the heart, though, is a question. We could just use Star Pew all the way. Maybe Deckard? Deckard wouldn't be too bad. Oof! Forgot I have string heel boots. Let's just charge up our Star Pew here. Shoot this once. And then Deckard. And then switch between the two. Oh, that's like a 3-phase right there. Okay, we need a much better weapon here. Mine Cutter, maybe? Heroin into Mine Cutter? Yeah, let's try that. Let's try this combo. We're gonna have to get up close and personal though with the heroin. We do have the potential to getting another master round here, so we still want to play well here. Nice, heroin was probably the play here. Oh, he's literally one shot, dude. He is literally one shot. All right, that's fine. We just need to maintain our jukes and we should be fine. We have another blank here as well, so let's just dodge one more and then we should blank the rest of these. I don't mind blanking here, honestly. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. It was literally one shot. It was literally one shot. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Fortunate and unfortunate. Unfortunate because it took us 3 phases. Fortunate because we didn't get hit, so we still got the master round at the end of it. Huge. And honestly, Yeah, we have a ton of HP, man. We can easily go down to the Lich. We've opened up all the chests in there. And yeah, we're good to just head on down. This is going to be a little dicey, though, because we don't really have the damage like I was talking about. We only have Scattershot, but considering the weapons that we have, I believe we should be fine. Let's just continue using the flare gun. Honestly, I've never used flare gun up until like chamber like 3, if I'm being completely honest. But I feel like because we have Scattershot, it just makes it a much better weapon to use, I feel like. Because we do have the passive as well with Spring Heel Boots. It's honestly kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. Spring Heel Boots along with flare gun and Scattershot. I mean, it's honestly kind of solid. Very solid in my opinion. That should be one shot. Not necessarily one shot, but one shot enough. And if we do manage to find the Lich, we're gonna go ahead and, oh my god, I did not see him. He kind of blended in with the area right there. If we do find the Lich, as I was saying though, we are going to fight him immediately. There's no point for us to continue to explore the remainder of this floor. We don't really have passive items that will benefit us in any way to getting drops and stuff. So no chest room spawn here either. So it's just best to just clean up the run as quickly as possible. Honestly, Spring Heel Boots have kind of been goated for us here. The jukes have been kind of nutty. We did take a couple of hits as well, which is a little unfortunate, but it's okay. We're still sitting gold in here. Let's go ahead and juke these guys out to make sure we apply our dot damage to them. Spring Heel Boots coming in clutch here. These guys, oh my god, he did contact damage to me. He wasn't even that close. Okay, buddy. Nah, you ain't going nowhere, buddy. You ain't going nowhere. Come here. Yeah, a lot of these enemies are tanky now. A lead maiden, oh my goodness, okay. We should be fine here. AC 15 is going to run out of ammo, honestly, very, very quickly here. But we can't afford to get up close and personal, just kind of get the scatter shots in there. I needed to kill 18 more, no, 19 more of those, so that's another one down the list. And let's go ahead and switch into maybe our Crestfaller. Crestfaller wouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead and blank here, or table tech there. Very nice. Any moment now. There it is. Honestly, yeah, Spring Heel Boots is kind of good here. It's been very good for us. Okay, let's see. I guess we'll just load up our AC 15 just to kind of use it for the time being. And let's see here. Use Crestfaller just because it applies the slow to enemies. Freezes them up as well. And the only downside about Chamber 6 is that majority of the time, you're always going to be spawning in additional waves here on Chamber 6, which does kind of suck a little bit, but I mean, nothing we can't get by, right? Nothing we can't get by. Huge. Go ahead and pop that table tech. Actually, we should have waited until it spawned, obviously. Durr. A lot of these enemies haven't spawned yet. Jesus, please. Excuse me, what hit me there? Very nice. Chaos bullets coming in clutch there. We want to make sure we get close because we do have scatter shot. And let's see, let us switch to, we could honestly use Star Pew. Star Pew wouldn't be too bad for clearing ads and stuff. We should have enough ammo on it too to carry us for the Lich fight as well. I do plan on using this weapon, but I think we should be fine, honestly. Go ahead and pop that. Huge. Yeah, Star Pew is going to be the star of the show here for sure. Shout out to my S tier weapon. Let's go. Let's go ahead and deal with these guys next. Let's stack them up. Nice. And wait on his animation. Perfect, 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 perfect. I'm going to use Star Pew up until I'm down to half a mag, and I will save the rest for the fight. We want to make sure that we find the Lich here as soon as possible, though. Oh my goodness, okay. You got all this. Alrighty. Now, let's switch up here. Probably use the heroin. It's got a lot of ammo capacity, and it does a ton of damage, so go ahead and use this instead. You just have to stack it up all the way, obviously. Completely charge it. Oh, okay. Huge. Oh, no. It's going to take a little bit of time. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take a little bit of time. You have to charge up these shots. But that's just kind of how it goes, you know? I mean, a lot of the time when you don't get the damage that you're kind of looking for. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so we're here now. Let's go and use a Star Pew and a Mine Cutter as well, maybe? Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's do that. But yeah, like when you don't get the damage that you really need, I mean, it becomes a little more difficult to have to kind of maneuver through these areas. But luckily for us, we did find the Lich relatively quickly. Now we just have to play well. Nice, good jukes. Make sure we deal with the ads because they're adding a ton of patterns that we don't really want to see. Star Pew has a good range, decent amount of range here. Nice. Okay, so we're down to 30. That should help us to at least a little bit of phase 2. And since phase 2 is a relatively small arena, in my opinion, we should be in range at all times to shoot him with Star Pew here. All we need to do is just maintain our jukes. We have 2 blanks. We have a ton of HP, so maintain. Hold. Damn. I saw my juke, and my juke did not pay out there, unfortunately. Spring Heel Boots, though, are going to come in clutch. We just need to make sure that we play relatively well here. Nice. Good jukes. Nice. Huge. Okay, so we were able to use Star Pew up until half of that, the 30 mag that we had there. And then this other half should help us for a little bit in phase 3. I don't know how much damage it's going to do here, but I'm going to try to not even preserve the ammo. I'm going to use it up all the way. Nice, good juke. And remember, we do have the blanks. We have 2 blanks still. And he's at half. Oh, yeah, this should be easy. Easy money, baby. Let's go ahead and go down here because we have more room. And we'll finish him off with the Mine Cutter because shout out Dead Space. Solid fucking game. Not gonna lie, not the greatest run. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm always, like I said, I'm always so used to going down to the Abbey, to the Rat Lair, RNG department. I'm always so used to getting all of those items that you get from that floor, all of the rewards, that I'm not used to like quick runs like this. I feel like this was a relatively quick run. We missed out on pretty much half of the chambers. So honestly, a little unfortunate, but I mean, hey, we still came out with a dub at the end of the day. So, I mean, is there really much to complain about when we're coming out with dubs, right? I'm more curious to see how long this run was, though. Let's find out, shall we? $48, almost 49 minutes. And look at this. Look at this. You can see everything in one page. Yeah, not even a crazy run. I'm gonna be honest, the star of the show was definitely Scattershot. Scattershot carried us. The flare gun honestly kind of carried us too. The fact that we had that synergy was kind of nutty. But yeah, I mean, hey, I'll take it. A dub is a dub. A win is a win, boys. Hell yeah. With that said, peace.